The U.S. dollar is the foundation of our economy. It is the foundation of our nation. If something were to happen to the U.S. dollar's reserve status, it would have a major, major negative impact on all of our lives, businesses, and government. You can't stop change. The question is, are you going to be a part of it or not?
During his visit to Beijing this week, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov called on the Chinese government to join his country in lessening their dependence on the U.S. dollar. Lavrov suggests it would weaken the impact of Western economic sanctions against them. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar strengthened a bit this week, but some investors worry it may eventually drop as a result of uncontrolled Washington spending and possible hyperinflation. Are digital currencies the answer? Joining us to provide some insights is cryptocurrency expert, founder of TradingView, Brock Pierce. Mr. Pierce was a child actor and former presidential candidate. He's a global pioneer in blockchain technology and online gaming. He's co-founder of the cryptocurrency Tether. Mr. Pierce, it's good to talk to you. So first, I'm sure many of our viewers know you from the Mighty Ducks, from First Kid. You've come a long way since those film days, so now you're known as the Bitcoin billionaire. Are you really a billionaire? And if so, how'd you do it?
Well, I view life like a game of sorts. And I've gone into the options menu of life, and I've chosen my own adventure. And I measure my success in life by the impact I have. So a billionaire to me isn't someone with $1 billion, but it's someone who is focused on positively impacting the lives of 1 billion people. And so in that regard, I certainly feel like an aspirational one.
And I know you do a lot of humanitarian work in Puerto Rico, but I want to talk to you today about cryptocurrencies. They've certainly taken off in value, popularity in recent years. So how likely is it, in your opinion, that we're in the final days of the dollar and hard currency, money that you can actually hold in your hand, being replaced by cryptocurrency?
Well, technology is clearly changing the world. Things are definitely becoming digital, and money will be part of that change. And so we are at the late stage of capitalism, and we are watching, the writing is on the wall. There are some very real issues, and we will eventually have to pay the piper. And but it's not, this isn't the end of the dollar. I play for Team America. Therefore, I am supporting the dollar. I'm doing everything I possibly can to support our reserve status in the world because of the impact it has on our lives. The U.S. dollar is the foundation of our economy. It is the foundation of our nation. If something were to happen to the U.S. dollar's reserve status, it would have a major, major negative impact on all of our lives, businesses, and government. And so I'm doing everything I can. You mentioned that I co-founded Tether. That was an attempt at digitizing the U.S. dollar, giving it the same powers as Bitcoin, utilizing Bitcoin's technology that we call the blockchain. That digital dollar is doing over $100 billion a day in transactional volume, over $40 trillion a year. That digital dollar is doing over $100 billion a day in transactional volume, over $40 trillion a year. Over 70 governments in the world are testing pilot projects to use this concept to see if you can enhance your currencies at a central banking level with technology. China is a couple years ahead of the rest of the world with their Chinese digital yuan that is there to challenge the U.S. dollar's reserve status. And that's part of the reason I ran for president of the United States. It's part of the reason why I get up every day to inform our elected officials, because it is imperative that America stays at the forefront of innovation. We are it, and let's not lose it.
In India, that country is close to banning all cryptocurrency. Your thoughts about that? Can we have it one day and then it's gone the next?
Well, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but governments can clearly legislate and pass laws and make rules. And we're living through the fourth industrial revolution. Change is the only constant in the universe. You can't stop change. The question is, are you going to be a part of it or not? The future is going to happen to you or with you. I think India is making a very bad decision for their future, and it will impact many lives. And I know why they're doing it. India has very strict currency control laws. And the reason why Indian real estate is what it is and the economy is in the state that it is because Indian people can't get their money out of India.
I'm sure you're aware of the concerns that many Christians have about the end times, a cashless society, and cryptocurrency eventually being used against them. What do you say to allay their concerns?
Well, I'm a man of faith. I'm a man of God. And I think that we're living through very challenging times. And how we transact and what we give power to matters. I'd say, where does value come from? Why does a dollar have value? Value comes from consensus, because two or more people agree that something has value, therefore it does. If you're the only person in the world that believes something has value, then it has sentimental value to you and you alone, which means that value comes from belief. Value comes from faith. This is the first time in human history where we have an opportunity to choose what we give value to, what we believe in. And so I pray that you stay conscious and you are aware and you choose those things that are on the side of goodness and love, because God is that.
Okay, Brock Pierce, thanks for being with us, providing those insights today. We appreciate it.